Can a man who has lived by violence die with dignity? If you've robbed, if you've killed, if you've ruined lives, is there still a way to make things right? Red Dead Redemption 2 isn't a story about cowboys. It's a story about a man who realized the truth too late. The Wild West is dying, railroads cut across open land, and the Van der Linde gang is becoming a relic. After a failed robbery in Blackwater, they flee into the mountains. Among them is Arthur Morgan, not just an outlaw, a believer. Dutch van der Linde isn't just his leader, he's the man who raised him, the man who taught him what freedom meant. Dutch promises them one last big score. He always does. The gang moves from camp to camp, robbing trains and banks, fighting rival gangs and the law. But every job gets messier, more desperate, more violent. Then there's Micah Bell. Ruthless, manipulative, he tells Dutch exactly what he wants to hear, and slowly Dutch begins to change. The St. Denis bank robbery ends in disaster. Hosea is killed, John is arrested, and for the first time Arthur begins to doubt. After collecting a debt from a sick farmer, Arthur starts coughing. At first it's nothing, then it's blood. The doctor doesn't hesitate. Tuberculosis. Terminal. The world keeps moving, but Arthur's world stops. For the first time in his life, he realizes he's running out of time. Arthur begins to see clearly. He remembers the lives he destroyed, the families he threatened, the debts he collected without mercy. He watches Dutch spiral into paranoia, watching him sacrifice loyal members of the gang, and something shifts. Arthur starts helping people escape. He breaks John out of prison. He urges the women and children to leave. He gives money away instead of taking it. He stops living for the gang. He starts trying to save what little he can. Eventually, the truth comes out. There's a rat in the gang. It's Micah. Arthur confronts Dutch, but Dutch doesn't listen. He chooses Micah. In that moment, Arthur understands. He didn't believe in freedom. He believed in a man, and that man had already lost himself. The gang collapses. Everyone runs. Arthur, weak and dying, makes one last decision. He helps John escape with his family because John still has a chance. Micah catches up. There's one final fight. But if Arthur has chosen honor, he doesn't fight for revenge. He fights to buy time, to make sure John gets away. Broken and bleeding, Arthur crawls to the edge of a cliff. He watches the sunrise. No anger, no orders, no illusions, just silence and peace. He doesn't die a hero. He dies a man who tried to change. Years later, we play as John Marston. He builds a ranch, works the land, tries to be a father. This life exists because of Arthur. Eventually, John tracks down Micah and ends it. Dutch appears, sees what his choices have cost, and walks away. Too late. Red Dead Redemption 2 isn't about the fall of the Wild West. It's about the moment a man decides who he wants to be before he dies. Arthur Morgan lived as an outlaw, but in the end he chose to die human.